The world of Elemental is devastated, broken by a war of magic. Scattered across the desolation are channelers, beings capable of accessing the shards and the magic they contain. This ability has made them mighty sovereigns of the kingdoms and empires who seek to spread their dominion across the world. The world, however, will not be conquered easily. The cataclysm has awakened ancient powers who claim vast wildlands across the world. Before the channelers can conquer each other, they must first conquer the land itself.
Welcome to the Fallen Enchantress tutorial. Here you will be learning how to found your capital, use magic, expand your kingdom, and fight off your enemies. The tutorial will always show your current objective at the top of the screen. If you get stuck, left-click on the objective bar to remind you of your current task. First, you will want to find a plot of land suitable for your capital. Left-click to select your sovereign unit, then right-click to move them. If your units have run out of moves, you may need to press the Turn button to advance to the next season. To start a city, you will need to find a tile with resource yields, which are represented by a yield overlay on that tile. Higher grain yields will allow for bigger cities, higher material yields will provide cities with increased production, and higher essence yields will allow you to cast additional enchantments on that city. Once on a tile with yields, press the Settle button to build your capital. Improvements can provide your city with a number of bonuses that range from increasing your research to providing every unit trained in the city with a special trait. In order to construct improvements, you will want to use the city's build menu. Use the list to select an improvement, then click the build button to begin construction. Improvements take multiple seasons to construct. As your production increases, the number of seasons required will be reduced. Many improvements can be upgraded. Keep this in mind when constructing improvements, as upgrades can be crucial to the future of your city's development. New equipment, improvements, units, spells, and diplomatic options can all be unlocked through researching new technologies. To change your research, click the Research button on the main screen and choose a technology in the Civilization, Warfare, or Magic tech trees. Civilization techs will help you improve your cities and strengthen your economy by unlocking new improvements and faction bonuses. Warfare techs will help strengthen your military by providing new weaponry, equipment, and training techniques for your units. Magic techs will increase your magical prowess by unlocking new spells and magical items. Finalize your selection by clicking the Done button. Any prerequisite technologies to the one you have selected will be added to the research queue. You can cast any strategic spell known by your sovereign or any champion you control from the spellbook on the main screen. Strategic spells can be cast on the main map. Tactical spells can only be cast in combat. To cast a spell, select it in the spellbook and click the Cast Spell button. Most spells require a specific target. If so, you will then be prompted to select that target before the spell is cast. As you explore the world, you will come across notable locations. Most hold lost treasures, including equipment, items, or resources. They can be identified by the green treasure chest icon that hangs above them. To claim a notable location, simply move a champion or your sovereign unit onto that tile. In the Train menu, you can enlist the help of several types of units. If exploration is your goal, select the Scout and press the Train button. If you are looking to expand your kingdom, you can instead train Pioneer units. They can settle new cities and establish outposts to claim new territory. If you wish to increase your military might, you will find Militia available for training initially. As you research additional technologies, new military units will be unlocked. You can press the Design button if you want to create custom unit types with the weapons, armor, and traits you have available. In addition, as your technology level improves, your newly trained units will come outfitted with better equipment. The units you have already trained can also be manually upgraded, provided they are within your borders. Keep in mind that a city cannot train a unit and construct an improvement at the same time, so manage your city queue accordingly. Understanding and managing the finances of your kingdom is vital to your nation's growth. Having a steady stream of Gildar is essential in order to pay your army's wages. In addition, surplus Gildar can be used in a variety of ways, from taking advantage of an opportunity in a quest to recruiting and outfitting champions. The most direct way to control your finances is by changing your tax rate. As you raise taxes, your income will increase, along with your unrest level. The higher your unrest, the less research and production your cities will provide. The tax slider on the main screen will tell you the potential results of adjusting your tax rate as you change it. To see the details of your economic breakdown, click on your total Gildar at the top of the screen. Pioneers are a necessity when expanding your kingdom. They can be used to settle a city or construct an outpost. If you're looking to build further from civilization, perhaps to capture a resource node or expand your borders, you may want to build an outpost. Outposts have the advantage of not requiring any yields in order to be built. Unlike cities, however, they will not produce tax revenue or have a construction queue. To build an outpost, simply select a pioneer and click the Outpost button. If your pioneer is tasked with settling a new city, knowing where to place it is of the utmost importance. Every city will have varied potential based on the yields of the tile it was founded on. Settle on a tile with high grain yields if you want a large city. Settle on high material yields if you want a city with maximum productivity. Settle on high essence yields if you want to fill your city with magical enchantments. To found a city, select a pioneer and click the Settle button. Be wary when placing a city or outpost near a monster's lair. If your borders expand over a lair, it will release the monster to roam and attack your realm. Wild resources can provide you with the materials needed to create your armies, power your spells, and strengthen your cities. To claim a resource, it must be contained within your borders. Outposts can extend your borders and claim resources located in areas unable to support a city. Once a resource is under your influence, simply select it and click Build. This will add it to the construction queue of the nearest city. Keep in mind that like city improvements, resource improvements can be upgraded after researching certain technologies. The champions of Elemental are scattered throughout the world, some allied with the kingdoms of men, others with the empires of the fallen. Recruitable champions are designated by the blue icon above their head. You can recruit any champion that shares your allegiance, as long as you pay their recruitment fee and have a unit next to them. To do so, select the champion and press the Recruit button. Once recruited, champions gain levels, cast spells, and acquire items, much like your sovereign. Remember to outfit them with any gathered equipment by pressing the Equip button at the bottom of the screen. In addition, now that you have multiple units, move them into the same tile to form an army, which will allow them to fight in battle together. There are many threats in the world of Elemental, including enemy factions and monsters who owe allegiance to no one. No matter the enemy, there are common things you should watch out for when judging the potential danger of any unit. As a first indicator, all units in the game are broken into one of 5 increasing threat levels: weak, medium, strong, deadly, and epic. In general, units will find a fairly even fight against enemies with the same threat level, while they will struggle against units of a higher level. Threat levels, however, cannot tell you everything you need to know. It's important to consider the specific spells, special abilities, and statistics of units on both sides of a close matchup. For instance, abilities like immunities to certain damage types can swing a battle dramatically in some fights, yet be completely useless in others. Choosing the correct battles to engage in, and those you should avoid, will be essential to ensuring your victory. Tactical battles pit two opposing forces against each other, giving the player more control over the outcome of combat. Units take turns based on their initiative values. The higher the initiative, the sooner a unit will be able to take its turn. During a turn, the active unit can move a number of tiles up to its maximum moves, and then take an action. Actions consist of attacking, casting a spell, or using a special ability, and are displayed at the bottom of the screen near the current unit's portrait. The initiative list on the left side of the screen can be used as a reference for what order units will be taking their turn. In addition, some spells have casting times. When you are channeling a spell with a casting time, you can use the initiative list to check when it will finish casting. Click the play button if you would like the AI to take over for you. Resume manual control by pressing the pause button. You can instantly resolve the rest of a battle by pressing the auto-resolve button. Combat will end when all forces from one side are defeated.